to? Child, what haven't I been up to? We got the bistro, we got press at home with me and Kirk. Everything is good. I ain't gonna talk about the sex, gonna be public. But know that the action is all. What do you mean? You backed that ass up. No, y'all just
I was over here grabbing the thigh. I was like, do it. No. Do it.
I got turned on a little bit, but I had to control myself.
You got turned on to Scrappy.
Amy Lou Chad, I know you don't want the Scrizzies all up in that Enaise, do you? Girl, you gotta be ashamed of yourself. I thought you and Bambi was friends, good?
We gotta get a celebration shot for the pull-up team. I need a double shot.
Come on, let's get it.
Tensions were running high during the most recent Love and Hip Hop Atlanta gathering, but that was nothing compared to the drama that broke out when Spice backed up to Scrappy during her performance. The moment should have been lighthearted. Bambi felt insulted and hurt after witnessing Spice, her longtime rival, so near her husband. In the following scene, Bambi confronted Spice backstage, asking why she had done that. Bambi sounded irritated and tight-lipped. You know what I mean? Spice without concern, the jealousy, insecurity, and years of tension boiled over in a flash, and Bambi felt as though Spice was purposefully pushing the limits of her relationship with Scrappy. Seeing the heated exchange, Jasmine intervened to calm things down. I'm just having fun, girl, she shrugged. You need to relax. Bambi, you should speak with Scrappy instead of Spice, as she recommended, but Bambi was already agitated and directed her rage towards Jasmine. Why are you now siding with her? The room slipped into an uncomfortable stillness as Bambi repressed her emotions, which were out of control, and she was now frustrated with everyone, not just Spice. Detecting Spices as Jasmine attempted to defuse the situation, Bambi's pain subsided, but she was still quivering with emotion. Refused to hear it. Spice and Scrappy's fun exchange had descended into a full-blown tantrum, and she left everyone wondering whether the drama was just getting started as she walked away with the burden of unspoken thoughts on her shoulders.
Like,
Do you know me?
no, I don't know you, and I don't want to. No, bitch, I don't.
Get out my face, huh?
know you.
She doing too much, dude.
I don't want to know you. Who you know?
Cheer, bitch.
So everybody, this is Jasmine.
That's
Rashida's job.
yeah.
Okay.
Hi, Josh.
Hey Jasmine, how you doing?
Me and Tierra cool, I ain't gonna lie. I invited her, but I didn't know Tierra was gonna bring Jasmine. Why Jasmine gotta use my party to pop up? Damn, I'm feeling like this is deja vu.
You don't know me?
Still why? I'm out of here.
I already knew you was gonna do that.
Yo,
Who else coming in here next? Is KD finna walk in this motherfucker, man?
Everybody sees standoffish. Nobody wants to talk about it.
I'm feeling the vibe.
I'm not gonna play that, so I'm not gonna stand here and act like it's okay. I don't think it's okay.
I came here to talk to Rashida woman to woman so that my son's father can finally step up and be a part of his life. But she's nowhere to be found. And as usual, her friends want to attack me.
I don't think either one of us knew that Kirk was going to be here.
Kirk and Jack are friends, so obviously you know Kirk is gonna be here. And what if Rashida is here?
Obviously, we didn't.
You just need to stop popping up. Like,
Do you know me?
no, I don't know you, and I don't want to. No, bitch, I don't.
Get out my face,
I don't
huh?
want to know you.
She doing too much, dude.
I don't want to know you. Who you know?
Cheer, bitch.
Who you that kind of bitch?
hey, time out, listen. I done came about this salon up in the Cobb County with these white folks, and y'all ain't about to do this. Cobb County, they out here ready for this. I ain't want none of y'all to go to jail tonight, all right?
I don't have nothing to say to Jasmine. I've been sending my child support checks, so I don't know why she felt the need to pop up here, and I'm not sticking around to find out. I just got back in the house. I'm not trying to do anything to mess that up.
Tia, bringing Jasmine into the fold right now, everybody feels some type of way.
But why would you have a problem with me, but you don't have a problem with him?
I'm just ready to go.
Kirk was like Houdini. He ain't just fucking brawl. He up here ducking brawl too. Got the fuck about it. Ain't nobody see him. But I don't blame Kirk though. He felt the heat. I felt the heat. Nobody wanted none of that spice that was going on.
I'm sorry. I did not mean to mess up your grand opening. I apologize. Thank you for the invite.
I just want to be cool, I promise you.
All right. Bye, y'all. Thank you.
Have a good night.
Girl.
Bye, bitch.
Nobody gives a little skinny bitch.
was a moment that left fans in shock.
No one could have foreseen the explosive altercation that would break out between Spice, the fiery Jamaican dance hall artist, and Jasmine Washington, the woman with ties to rapper Scrappy and an already turbulent history in the ATL scene. It was a moment that left fans in shock and stunned silence. The scene was set for yet another dramatic chapter in the world of love and hip-hop Atlanta. Some of the women in the group had already clashed with Jasmine, who was sitting with Spice when the situation intensified. Spice, who is known for her unapologetic attitude and larger-than-life persona, had been dealing with a number of issues in her career, personal life, and of course the drama with her castmates. But nothing could have prepared her for the emotional storm that was about to unfold. Although there was a simmering sense of frustration that had been building for weeks, it all began with a disagreement when Jasmine made a comment that seemed to strike a chord with Spice. Her past interactions with Scrappy and the way she carried herself in the group had earned her both admiration and contempt. The other woman sat in uncomfortable quiet, feeling that things were. Spice was ready to take things from worse to worse, and she didn't want to hold back. She responded sharply, cutting each syllable with such energy that there wasn't much space for compromise or discussion. The back and forth swiftly intensified with emotions running high, and it was evident that both ladies had reached a boiling point where their argument was no longer about words. Jasmine, who never backs down, answered in kind. Regarding pride, past grievances, and the deeper-seated frustrations that had been simmering beneath the surface for too long, Spice suddenly became agitated by Jasmine's tone. She quickly reached out and slapped Jasmine across the face, causing the room to erupt in shock and disbelief. For a brief moment, time seemed to stop, as if the reality of what had just happened hadn't fully set in. Jasmine remained there for a second, her breath coming in strong, rapid bursts, surprised and holding her cheek frozen. She didn't respond right away. Instead, her expression was a mixture of shock and disbelieving Spice. The slap was obviously more than just a physical altercation. It was a release of repressed rage and frustration and a sign of The room remained silent for what seemed like an eternity as a result of volatile emotions that had been building for months. The urge to intervene and the realization that this was irreversible left no one knowing how to react. While still processing what happened, Jasmine spoke first. Her voice was quiet but full of sadness, and she added, "You don't have to do that." Her words were wobbly but powerfully emotive. Had little to say in response. The two women were silent for a moment before Spice finally spoke, but her words lacked the confidence she usually displays. "I simply couldn't take it any longer," she muttered in a softer tone now, as if she knew how serious what had just happened was. The camera records every second, transforming an intense moment of emotion into the kind of explosive reality TV moment that would go viral in. After just a few hours, the shock's aftermath was spectacular, with both women later expressing their feelings. Spice acknowledged that she had acted out of anger, while Jasmine was understandably hurt and insisted that she never deserved such treatment. As the episode aired, social media was ablaze with reactions from both fans and cast members, with some supporting Spice and others realizing that her annoyance stemmed from persistent problems. For Spice and Jasmine, this moment would be permanently etched in their respective journeys on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, but it would also serve as a painful reminder that in the world of reality TV, emotions often run deeper. Others who supported Jasmine condemned the violence and questioned whether such behavior should be tolerated in the name of entertainment. The scene was set for yet another dramatic chapter in the world of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, but no one could have predicted the explosive altercation that would unfold between Spice, the fiery Jamaican dance hall artist, and Jasmine Washington, the woman. Sometimes things go out of control before anyone can stop them, and this moment left fans in shock and stunned silence. Jasmine, who had already been a source of tension in the ATL scene due to her relationship with rapper Scrappy and her already turbulent past, was known for her unapologetic attitude and larger-than-life persona. She had been dealing with a lot of issues in her personal life, career, and, of course, the drama with her co-stars. But nothing could have prepared her for the emotional storm that was about to happen. There was an underlying sense of frustration that had been simmering for weeks, but it all began with a disagreement when Jasmine made a comment that seemed to hit a nerve with some of the women in the group. Jasmine's previous relationships with Scrappy and the way she carried herself in the group had earned her both admiration and disdain for Spice. There was a noticeable sense of tension in the room. Sensing that things were going to get worse, the other woman sat in uncomfortable silence. Spice never wanted to hold back and responded with a scathing counterattack, her words slicing through sentences with such intensity that there was no opportunity for compromise or negotiation. Never one to back down, Jasmine gave a polite response, and the back and forth swiftly intensified with strong levels of emotion. It was evident that the two ladies had reached a breaking point in their conflict, which was now about pride rather than words, grievances, and the long simmering, deeply ingrained frustrations.